Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour. Here we are again. Kathy and I at your service. Thank you for joining us.
We are so happy to be back. We're still laughing. Susan and I do a lot of laughing, but today we're going to laugh and cry, and we're going to answer more of your fear.
Remember, I called you.
I know. It's been a day. But we are going to answer more of your fan questions today, which we always love doing. And we're so glad that you submit them. Keep them coming. We love reading them. All you have to do is go to bachelornation.com/golden hour and submit away. Give us your thoughts, your comments, your questions, all of it.
And the updates on what we've talked about. If we've read your question out loud, let us know what you thought of our advice. And also, remember, you can always DM us on Instagram at Bachelor Happy Hour.
Okay, before we get into today's episode, Susan, let's talk about the Women's Tell-All. Are you ready to talk about grants?
Oh, baby. Well, first of all I could think about was ours. How much fun that day was.
I was looking at the clothes going, yep, they got them pretty dresses.
way less drama.
What?
Ours was way less
ours.
drama.
I thought you were going to say that. Wait, can we just talk about, we got it. There's so much to talk about here.
I know.
I
want to
talk about, I want to talk about Carolina's outfit to start with.
Okay.
I mean, if you didn't have drama, if you didn't want to call attention to yourself, which you apparently did you catch that outfit? I think it said "Spread No Evil" on the back.
I can't even believe they were allowed to wear writing. I mean, I thought that was a no-no, but it looked good on her. I'll tell you that.
I mean, she's got gorgeous hair. She's a beautiful face.
Perfect little size 0.
I know, but didn't you think
we hate you?
No, we don't. I just thought though that my whole thing on this episode is much the way I feel about the entire season. I love the people. I love Grant. I love the women. I love the producers. I love everything about this show. But
there's a but coming.
There's a but. Here it comes. I feel like this entire season, it's like, playing a dart game and just throw in a dart and see, let's talk about that this week. Or I've had a trouble.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel this way because we've done this and we kind of understand how it works? Do you think that has anything to do with it?
I mean, maybe it has something to do with it. But my thing is, I keep looking, going, I told you last week, I was like, where did it come from? From my hometown girl. Like, she wasn't in it to begin with. And I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like some of it is just, I think there's a whole lot more, to the story and to what happened than what we saw. And you got to remember, it was a shorter season. So it kind of felt like ours, things condensed a little bit. Right. What did you think about the whole thing about Carolina taking responsibility?
I mean, she doesn't understand what that means, just like Gina said, or not Dina,
no, Dina. It was Dina.
Yes, Dina and Serafina. And Serafina, I love to watch her face.
Yes. Yes.
Because she doesn't have a good poker face.
Right.
At all.
No. Yeah. I feel that. I mean, I think you're right. Carolina either doesn't understand or doesn't want to understand. I did agree with her point that, she wished Grant could be out there.
And also that she felt attacked all the time. I get that, but was her attitude, like Dina pointed out, to start with, where she was mopey and pouty, and the rest of the people feel that energy. Negative energy goes really far, and I try to run from it.
Right.
I don't want to be near
Bachelor Nation, Susan has taught me that. Like, put a smile on your face and look for the best, because if you're not worth being around. Okay, exactly. But the other, there's so much like little things. I feel like I'm doing the same thing the show does. I'm darting from thing to thing.
I know, because there's so much to cover in the couple minutes.
Okay, what about Dina saying to Carolina, I bought you another week? I mean, I love Dina.
That was big. That was huge.
I know. I love that.
Own that shit.
Well, and then did she though buy her? I mean, maybe that's how it rolls. But boy, Carolina
she was her biggest supporter for a while until she was affected by it, the negativity once again, and then she fired out. But they did the hug and makeup thing.
Was that real? Wait a second. Do you remember me saying last week or whenever it was, last week, the week before? Clearly, they're not good friends. Clearly, I meant to bring that up. So I think that was fake. When they hugged it out.
No, I don't, because I could see me doing something like that.
And then you
That
don't
makes sense to me.
So then why were they so
So when
much
they brought it
animosity?
back up, she was still not taking blame for anything, and she got
Pissed all over again?
Yeah, she was like, "Hello."
Okay, what did you think of? Because we can agree to disagree. I
Yeah.
don't think that was a real hug it out episode.
Okay, all right.
But the social media thing, that's the, now I may be wrong, and I'm sure people write it incorrectly. The social media aspect of it, where they showed the text, I was like, whoa.
And she said, "I'll show you the text." And Dina called her out on that too.
But Dina,
that lawyer is not taking shit.
Really. But Dina's saying that she put that up to advertise the show. It's like, come on, Dina, you're a lawyer. Is anybody buying that? I don't think so. She put it up just to say, screw you to Carolina, which, okay, whatever. Yeah. Don't you feel like this season it was like a little more digging for drama?
Something felt off to me.
Yes. You do agree with me?
Yes. It almost felt, I don't know if it maybe the scene wasn't long enough or showed enough of one thing. It was more jumping all over the place. But
that's how I feel. Jumping all over the place. That's I just keep saying that thing. I think that Alex was so cute bringing in the llama and the no drama. I mean, that was so sweet.
Yes, that was
and
I
felt
surprise.
Badly for her. She said it was hard to watch back because that brought back to me how hard it was to watch back. We've talked about this stuff with Teresa. With me, it was hard to watch it back because people didn't see what really happened between on our show. So it's
hard for me to watch back that stupid ice cream game. Not paying attention when I answered.
Pay attention, Susan. Pay attention.
The details.
And I felt badly for Alex when she said there was no clear reason she went home. Although I got to say, I didn't see him. I mean, they were the ones that went to the Beverly Center, remember?
Yes,
that first
danced,
one. But I never saw much of a connection after that. Did you?
Not afterwards, no, because he kept her around for a little bit because he had to try everybody.
Right. I know, but she was so upset. It just, I feel sorry. Here's the thing. As a mom, and you're a mom, and, we both have daughters, I just keep watching that saying, how would I feel? My daughter with a broken heart, it's like you and I talk about, we're so glad we went home earlier. I mean, we both stayed a pretty long time, but we weren't.
We didn't do hometowns.
We didn't do hometowns. And I just kept thinking, no, but even Alex, she really thought they had a connection. You just feel sorry for them.
Well, because he's saying, I see potential in us and you want to believe the person talking to you.
That's right. What do you think about Serafina? I love her.
I just can't not look at her face. I mean, she tells me everything without speaking.
Yeah. Well, I think with her, to the point you were just making,
I saw that connection.
Oh, Grant, I disagree. She said she felt validated. He validated her when they were talking.
Yes, I remember.
So, no, at the Women's Tell All. So, he said he wanted to meet her family. She said, I literally jumped off a bridge for him. Her mother wants to see her happy. All those things. She felt like he had, I don't want to say committed permanently, but again.
But doesn't every woman that he keeps around? Wouldn't you look at Leslie? Remember Leslie? She thought she had him.
I think.
That's the nature of the show.
But that's down to the end. I'm just saying it's dangerous territory, I think, especially when you're young and you're telling women that are, at this age that you love them or you're falling in love with them. And I think that's where Serafina.
And you want to believe it because they're falling for him. But that's the chance you take on this.
And that's part of being on the show. But when he says, and he did, he's validating her feelings. Then you don't think, hey, I'm a crazy person. You think this is really going somewhere. So
how about the bloopers?
Oh, the bloopers. Jesus, I loved it. What the bloopers were? What really was that? No, literally.
Every single one of them said it.
Literally.
It's like,
and let me just say, literally, Susan, I can literally not wait for the finale. Literally, I cannot wait.
Well, I'm waiting for the hometowns. That I get excited. Not the hometowns, the overnights. I get excited about that love, that real, like he wants to hear them tell him.
Yeah.
That's the thing about the show. They hold back. I mean, he didn't hold back, but he
I
didn't
don't think
say,
any
I'm
of them are
in love
holding
with
back. Are you
you. No.
kidding me?
He was telling them all, leading
You
them
think,
all
wait,
the whole
who's
time.
holding back? The
The
only ones,
women, when he wants to hear the woman say, I'm in love with you. I'm falling in love with
they've
you.
all said that. The ones that are at hometowns.
Well,
They've all
yes, that's to that point.
Well, you
So
know.
well,
what's your point?
so 3 women are going to be in love and 2 are going to go home crying.
You know what? Let's find some single guys for him. They said they're doing Paradise. Maybe they'll bring those 3 to Paradise.
Wait, did you hear Jesse?
I heard.
Big announcements.
I know.
Come.
But let's
Why
get back.
Why don't we know this scoop?
Because no one cares about us, Susan.
Because they're afraid we talk about it. That's why.
No, they're afraid we'll show up uninvited. That's what they're afraid of. Okay. Dina, I just want to say a quick thing about her. I think she is lovely, clearly smart girl, a lawyer. I think it took a lot. Again, I think of people, women, my daughter, people I know. You and I say what we think.
I don't know anybody as I don't want to use the word closed off, but she shields herself.
She calls herself an ice queen. And she said she let her walls down a little bit. But you know what? If you're listening, I think that you're smart. I think you're capable. And I think, as I've always said, if you want to have a chance at love, you have to open your heart. You have to risk it. And good for her. I think she
I just hope she can after this little burn. She said she was ready and she does want to get engaged and have a family. And she's going to be more aware of her because people feel that. It's nothing you're saying or doing. People feel that. I know if I'm with somebody that's closed off, I feel that vibe, don't you?
Yes, but that's the point. I think that I'm happy for Dina that she opened up a little bit. She, as she said, started to let herself melt a little bit. I think that was a really growing experience for her being on that show, and I have high hopes for her.
Just like you and I shared what we learned about ourselves and the friendships that we made. These young ladies, I mean, we had way more experience than them.
Yeah.
These young ladies are realizing things about themselves, I hope.
Yes.
And that they'll take with them for the rest of their life.
Yes.
So
and you know what? It is reality TV. But
Yeah.
again, as a mom, as someone who has a daughter, I think these young ladies will grow from this. And, you know, that's good. All right, we got to get back to Carolina for one more second because, well, I mean, we could spend an hour. But let me just say, Grant told her that they had I went back and rewound it so I could hear it, that he had a genuine connection with her. And he said he would always put her first. So I want you to hear, Serafina and Carolina both felt blindsided. And I think with good reason. Grant, I love you. You're a handsome devil. You're from Houston, where I spent 20-something years. But I got to say, I think you did lead both of these ladies on a little bit because you said to her, Carolina, I will always put you first. If a man said that to me, I think I'm going to get a ring, you know?
What was it that he admit to was sitting with Jesse that he learned from too?
I've got that too.
About the dance when he was thinking about he
Yes.
realized he didn't say it.
He said
he didn't mean to come off.
I wrote it down.
Rose.
He said
Rose.
Poor Rose. He said he led with love and compassion. That's what he said. Mm-hmm. And he said that he could have been more careful with his words. Susan, how many times have I said words matter? When you tell someone you're falling in love with them or you'll always put them first, those words matter. So, I do.
Because Carolina, you want to believe them.
I'm sorry. If I tell you something,
you want to believe that.
I do believe them until they give me a reason not to. Well, that's my point. So, I think a lot of people don't like Carolina, and I think she's an attention grabber for sure.
I liked her.
I like her too. I want her hair.
Spitfire.
I want her hair. These damn girls with their gorgeous hair. But anyway, I thought that
What about Rose? How do you think she felt talking yesterday?
I mean, she's so sweet and nice. I think she's just one of those sweet. I think she's that girl you can plant anywhere and she'll blossom. That's what I think of her.
I wish them all the best.
That was a pun. I forgot her name was Rose, but plant a rose
and bloom, not blossom. Bloom,
really bloom and bloom anywhere. So I think that, but we've got to get to so I think the girls handled as best they could. I think Carolina was beaten up a bit, but we don't know. We weren't there. We don't know what the edits were. I know I've been beaten up and I didn't deserve it, so I'm going to give her a little bit of grace, right?
Did you notice how many they brought up on the stage with Jesse to talk?
Yeah.
That was different.
Yes. Well, I think they, and then Mirror, Mirror on the Wall.
Oh, that was cute.
The Disney deal. I mean, they did a few cute different things. Yeah. All right. Well, I cannot wait for next week. I really cannot.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be good. Let's see where it goes.
To make planning the perfect beach vacation,
AI assistant isn't.
I almost say Miss Pop.
Numbers. But here's a number. The $1 million.
Want to get us started with the question of
LifeLock and use promo code iHeart or go to lifelock.com/iHeart for 40% off. Terms apply.
Okay, Kathy, want to get us started with the question of the day. You know we love these.
I love it. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it now. Here we go. Okay. Do you notice any distinct differences between young men today and men your age when you were young in terms of how they are romantically? Do you think men nowadays are better, worse, different than the dating pool was when we were in our 20s?
Yeah, do young men today know what romance is?
Are you asking me or telling me?
I don't think they're romantic, but I don't date young men, so I
got to say, when I was young, it was black and white television. So we're going back some, but I think when I was dating when I was younger,
you dated two men and you married the second
but in
one.
high school, I'm talking about high school. A date.
Yeah.
Romantically, I had a guy in high school write me a poem, and yeah, he did. And in high school, it was so sweet.
Everybody thought he was a weirdo, and now you wish that's really
no
cool.
one thought he was a weirdo. But I think guys today aren't. Do you think they're as romantic today?
I don't see it. I don't. Everything's so nonchalant today. They don't title anything. They hook up, if you will. I never, my whole life, I wanted the romance, and I finally, in my 60s, recently met someone that is so romantic. So are the words. It could
Trust
be full
me.
of shit, but I believe them.
Trust me when she tells you this guy put a capital R in the word romance.
Where has he been all my life?
But you know what I think the difference is, Susan? I really do. It's social
Learning
media.
Women?
It's social media.
Yeah.
Social media. It's the quick text. There's women everywhere. You don't have to work very hard now to have a date. They're a dime a dozen, which brings back the whole commitment issue. So, but when we were kids,
also think that men our age today would learn enough about women that they would know how to play the game and be romantic. Do you know what I mean? Nobody tries.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. It's too much work. They can go on Facebook dating or pick a dating site.
Tinder, Hinge,
any of them.
Match.
They can go on and have a date. Oh, this one didn't work out. They don't feel the need to exert themselves to get that woman because there's always another one. At least that's how it feels. Maybe I'm being tough.
I wouldn't say better or worse. I would say different.
Yeah.
Different.
I really do. I think social media and dating apps and just technology in general. Explain.
Do you know they have like robots now for men, of course, not for women yet, that they don't need a live person?
What are you talking about?
Robots to come in their house that they could do it to. And, they used to be like blow up dolls, but...
Where did you read this? What?
Girlfriend. Yeah, it's the times here. Come on. 2025
are you telling me
counting.
men are hooking up with robots?
The robot that learns how to kiss me, I'd never go out of the house again.
Wait, you're telling me?
Yes, it's coming, Kath. It's coming. Yes.
There was a big thing about it.
I'm just thinking about a man having sex, sticking it in a piece of steel. It just sounds, speaking of no romance.
I think they make them with flesh now. I don't know.
It's probably got, oh, geez.
We won't even go there. All right, let's get into our fan questions. What do you think, Kat?
Go.
This one's from Anonymous. Hi, Kathy and Susan. I love your thoughts. I've been seeing a guy for the past few weeks, and I can't get over this nagging feeling I have. I'm attracted to him. I like him. And I know those feelings are mutual. But here's the thing. He doesn't do the guy things that I feel like my mom and dad always talked about when I was young. He doesn't open doors for me, fill my glass when it's empty at dinner. The little things. I never really thought I was someone that cared about that stuff like that, but it all came to a head the other night. I got to the restaurant a few minutes after him, and when I came over to him, he didn't offer me his seat on the bench while we waited for our table. Oh my God. Is this weird that all these things are starting to make me lose feelings? I don't want to ruin something over silly expectations, but it's starting to give me the ick. Please help me. Well, first of all, when I walked into the restaurant a couple minutes late and there's standing room only and he's sitting and he didn't get up, meet Susan, I probably would have embarrassed him. Like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, but you know what?
A pregnant woman, you get up. Does he have no manners? Sometimes you have to teach people things he might not have been raised.
Where did you get she's pregnant?
I said, if there was a pregnant woman and a man sitting in their standing room only, I would hope that the man would get up and let her sit.
You know what? I hate to say this. This kind of relates to our question of the day for me. And I hate saying this, and I'm sure I'm going to take some flack for it. But I don't think children are raised with manners anymore. Anonymous, I feel sorry for you because he's probably a great guy.
Mm-hmm. You might just have to educate him.
You might have to teach him because that's not willful, being cruel. That is, he may just not know. He may not have been trained. You give up your seat. I literally,
and you fill
Susan,
your glass, and you just gentleman.
It's a
Tell him to Google it.
I literally walked into the gym yesterday. It's so funny that we had this question. And there was a guy, probably in his mid to late 20s, walking in front of me. And he heard me walking up because he sort of turned around. And he walked in and just opened the door and went in and let it go.
Oh.
And I thought, you know what? Do I say something? I thought, no, because, it's not my job to educate him. But Anonymous, you're dating this guy. So, you might say something to him. And depending upon his reaction, right, to what you say, if he takes it well, he might be embarrassed and say, oh, my gosh, thanks for telling me. If he's rude and, you might want to,
Kathy, I'm trying to picture her walking in, and he's still sitting and she's standing. I can't even.
I hate to say it. I've seen it, but I will tell you, my children, and I know your children. My children were brought up with manners and yes, ma'am, no, sir, and all that, and holding doors, and people take note of that.
Absolutely.
So the fact that she's getting the ick. I get it. I understand it. But I'd give him the benefit of the doubt for a few minutes.
Don't you feel like a little bit it's a lack of respect?
Not if you haven't been taught.
Like, be in the world for a minute. People do nice things for others.
Well, I don't know. Again, how long have they been dating?
Yeah,
how old are they? I'd
age, I would like to know.
It's
that.
not, but Anonymous, I can tell you what it isn't. You said it's a silly expectation. You don't want to run over silly expectations. It's not a silly expectation. You should absolutely, girlfriend, have the expectation that your partner, your boyfriend, your date, any man that you are with will hold a door for you every
Even
time.
Even if he was
Give
just
up
a buddy, it's called the right thing to do.
Yeah. So, write a letter to his mother, tell her she
I
failed.
have a conversation with him, though.
I said
before
that.
you end it. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what I said. I'd have the conversation and say, hey, is this just an oversight or what's the deal? Because it bothered me the other night when you didn't get up. And he might look at her and say, I am so sorry. I didn't know. I didn't think of it. And then they could have a bigger conversation about manners. And,
or she could present it in a way where, did you see the people look that you didn't get up? I was embarrassed for you because you're much better than that.
Yeah.
Make it.
Or what's.
Dance around it a little.
Or you know what? Yeah. Dance around it. Be kind.
Mm-hmm.
Or I just was thinking, Christmas, buy him the Emily Post book of etiquette and tell him to read it from cover. I gave that to my children, made them read it.
Condensed version, though.
That's
he's
right.
Not going to read the whole book.
I know it's a very big book.
Oh,
all right.
God bless you.
Good luck.
Good
Let
luck.
us know how it goes. Okay. Next question is from Anonymous. Hi, ladies. I really need your help. I went on a third date with this guy that I really like, and everything was going great until we got to the bill. Oh, the dreaded bill. I had third date, Susan. We're going to go to task on this one. I had secretly given my card to the waitress so I could treat. He has never voiced to me that anything like that makes him uncomfortable or offends him. So I thought it would be a nice surprise. He did not like it. He was so cold to me and continues to be now. When I asked what was wrong, he finally told me he was embarrassed. What do I do? Is this something I should be concerned about? I don't get what the big deal is, and I just feel so lost.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry because I think that was the sweetest thing to do. I've done it. Although my guys didn't get mad, they thanked me.
Yeah, well, there's reasons for that. I don't think I would do that on a third date. I would again.
Well, she already did it.
I'm saying I wouldn't have done it.
Okay, but she did it. So what do we tell her?
You tell her that I would apologize and say I was trying to do something sweet.
Yeah.
I never meant to embarrass you. Now I realize
I'll
I
never
should have.
pay again.
No, what she should say is now I realize, and I'll talk to you about it if I want a treat. I'll say, can I get this one and give you a voice? I'm sorry. I would apologize. I would never do that.
I've done it and the exact same way, and they were
no,
like,
not
taken
on a
back.
third date. You hardly know the person.
If he took me out twice, I wouldn't mind.
I would wait till the bill came and said, hey, you took me, you've paid the last two bills. How about I get this one?
Yeah,
and if he says absolutely not, I think you blindsided him.
Yeah, and I like that he's upset because.
However, you know what bothers me?
But what is it, a control thing, though?
I don't know, but he said he's been cold to me and continues to be now.
That is a dick move right there.
Could be a teeny-weensy red flag.
Red flag. It's yellow.
Red flag.
It's bright yellow.
Yeah. Well, could be light pink.
He should say thank you, but there's no need for that. I prefer.
There's no need to be cold.
No, you're being a dickhead.
Are you? Why are you saying the word dick so many times today?
I don't know. It's just coming out today. I made lemonade out of my lemon, so we're lucky. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
All right. Anyway, that's what I think. I'm
going to swallow the key, lock myself in and swallow the key. I shouldn't be allowed out.
Not today. Anyway, just Anonymous, I really would have the conversation with him and apologize and say you didn't mean to offend him. Quite the contrary. You were trying to do something sweet. But you know what? If he continues to be an asshole and cold, then you got a bigger problem on your hand than who's paying the bill.
Kathy today. Asshole. She said it. I love it.
I don't like men who are mean.
No,
I don't like mean people.
Right, and you know what? If he keeps the cold shoulder, you're the one that's going to get upset, and let him know you are. Listen, dude.
No, if
I
he
was
stays
trying to
upset,
do something nice, and you're going to treat me like this over it. I apologize. I thought I was doing something sweet. I wanted to make you smile. Yeah, let's get past this, or let's
but that's what I'm saying.
Over.
If he can't get past it, you know what she should do?
Bye-bye.
Here's your hat. What's your hurry? Adios. Bye-bye.
All right. Give me the money for the bill that I just paid.
Yeah. You want to be that? You want to be that asshole? You're saying dick. I'm saying asshole. You want to be that guy? Pay me for the dick. All right, go ahead.
We don't hear things like that usually. That's really something.
Yeah.
That we don't hear often.
Yeah. But good for you for trying to do a treat.
Yeah.
You're sweet, Anonymous.
To make planning the perfect
Best AI assistant.
Actually, I almost famous podcast. If you could lose 10.
Anonymous. Nobody wants to give their exhausting. I can tell. I don't want this for her birthday. I need your help. How?
En Lowe's.com/terms. Sujeto a cambios.
Okay, another anonymous. Nobody wants to give their names today. Hey, ladies, I have a big dilemma. I need your help. How do I make my best friend realize that her boyfriend is a major, all caps, mooch? He hasn't paid for anything for her in over a year, including gifts for her birthday, etc. They've been together for a year and 3 months. The math isn't mathing. He always eats her food, needs her to drive him places, is just so exhausting, I can tell. I don't want to hurt her feelings or make her unhappy, but there's no way he's good for her. How do I have this conversation?
Can I just give
First
a quick
of all,
answer?
hasn't she noticed?
Who asked you, Anonymous? If she's happy, what's it to you?
Kathy, I cannot believe those words came out of your mouth.
Uh-oh.
If it were me and you saw me doing this for some guy, you'd be beating my ear until I got it. Come on. They're friends. Tell the truth. Would you or would you not? Now that I've said it that way.
Wait a minute. Fair enough.
Thank
fair
you.
enough.
Thank
Fair
you.
enough. However, I'm going out on a limb. I don't think that Anonymous has not voiced her opinion already. I don't think she's been sitting back quietly, as I would not, for a year and a half. And after they've been together for a year and 3 months, Anonymous decides to write us because she just popped it and can't control herself any longer. I think Anonymous has probably spoken to her friend about this, and her friend is continuing the behavior. And that's why I jumped to it and said, what's it to you? If she's happy. And Susan, haven't I not gotten to the point where I say, well, fine, if that's what you want, Susan, knock yourself out.
Absolutely. But you're going to beat a dead horse until she hears you, though. You would keep saying it until I get it. And then I could make my own decision. Until you say to me, which you've done, not about this, but I
other
hear
things.
you. Just
I hear you, and I don't
Kathy,
care. I want to do A, B, and C. I'm like, okay, great.
You need to help me here.
Okay.
Because Anonymous didn't help me. Now I need you.
I always will help you.
He hasn't paid for anything for her in over a year, including gifts for her birthday. Who's paying for them? Is he making her buy her own gift?
I think what Anonymous means is
he don't buy her one?
She didn't articulate her thoughts clearly. He just didn't get her one. That would be my take.
Okay. Is your girlfriend desperate? That she wants a man so bad that she's going to do. I mean, I used to be a big giver. Like, I'll let you walk all over me, give. But
she
I
hasn't
need
learned
something in return.
Well, maybe she does. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she's too young. We don't know their ages. We don't know, is this her first boyfriend? We don't know.
There's a lot. So how does she have this conversation?
She doesn't.
She doesn't.
She says it one time.
Your girlfriend
you say it one time, Anonymous. You say, let's role play here. Susan, you have been dating Joe.
Harry. Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Oh, no. You've been dating Dick. We're going to keep with that name today. You've been dating Dick for a year and 3 months, and he's never bought you a birthday present. He comes to your house. He fills his face out of your refrigerator. He never takes you for dinner. And when you do go out for dinner, you pay for it. What do you see in this guy?
He must be really satisfying her
I'm
sexually.
asking you. I'm asking you. We're role playing.
Yeah. I'm an
Why,
idiot.
Susan?
No,
That's
I don't
what you
think
would
I
say?
could do it. No, I couldn't do that.
So there's some reason.
What's wrong
with
this picture? Yeah.
Yeah. There's something we're not getting out of this story.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
But as her best friend, you could, if you haven't already, just say that you can't help but notice and ask her, does she notice? How do you feel about it? And then whatever the answer is, accept it.
Yep.
And stay her best friend. You'll pick up the pieces afterwards.
Yeah, that's right.
But don't let her do anything major.
And you know what, Anonymous? You're probably right. He's probably not good for her because ultimately that kind of behavior gets really old, really fast. And
obviously not fast enough if she's still doing
not fast enough, but she'll learn.
Here again, the girlfriend, not the friend that's talking to us, but
what kind of childhood should she have? What are you attracting? Like all that comes into play. You
That's
know?
what I'm saying. We don't know.
And
but
being a friend would bring her light to it. Like
maybe,
say,
but she's not going to change her.
no, she's not.
You're not going to change her. But
I love
Anonymous,
that
you know
she
what? You're
cares.
lucky. She's lucky to have a great friend in you. You're a good friend, and just be there. Hopefully she'll come to her senses, and you can pick up the pieces.
Yeah. Oh,
And hopefully,
sucks.
I know. What's wrong with men that do that? What do you?
I don't know. Sometimes they're really good men. Once again, I'm going to give them a benefit of the doubt. They don't even know any better. They're spoiled, rotten. They're just stupid, and they got to be taught. And sometimes it takes losing somebody, to learn.
Oh, I agree.
Lessons.
I don't. I mean, at my age or our age, I don't want to teach a man to open the
forget
door.
it. You
I don't
can't
want
teach old dogs new tricks.
I mean, I had another funny thing, but I'm not going to say it. Yes,
Okay,
you're absolutely right. Anonymous,
there's more
good
to
luck.
come.
Let us know. Let us know. Please, we've had several questions where we need more information.
Yeah,
and
we've
need
gotten
updates.
a few responses. We
Right.
have.
So please, Anonymous, write us an update.
Let
That's
us
why
know
we
if
always
you
tell you, go
talk
to
to her.
bachelornation.com/golden hour. That's where you will write us an update. Please do it.
Or even have her write it.
Really?
when she
Have your girl-
realizes what the hell's going on.
Really?
All right, we got icky or picky.
Okay.
What a day. Okay, we're going to do another round of icky or picky. Kathy, I'm going to have you start with the first one today.
He says, my lady, unironically, which means that's how he refers.
My lady?
My lady.
Is he from Ireland?
I dated a guy who said my lady, and I went, you're who? Like, what? No, my name is Kathy. Get it? Learn it now. Just
I mean,
'cause
if
you
he's foreign, I think it would be
No,
cute.
you know what it is? For men, they date so many women, they call them all my lady. See, I don't think it's icky. I think it's picky, but
Yeah, it's picky.
it's picky.
He always talks with his mouth full.
Ick.
Icky beyond
Pick-
icky.
Icky,
beyond
picky, and
icky.
ooh. This is an ooh.
It's a
not
double
icky.
ooh. No
That's right.
way. Okay.
He's a massive sore loser during board games. That's icky to me.
It's so icky. I'd be like, you baby.
Yeah, grow a pair.
Really?
Icky.
Okay, he has really long fingernails? A
First, I
guy?
would be vomiting, and then
Wait,
I would
first
say,
of all, if they're manicured and very clean,
no,
it wouldn't be so icky.
no, it would for me. A
Very-
man with really long fingernails,
Like mine long? Like long?
like long. Long. Can you spell it? Long.
My rugged dude that's going to hold my hand, I don't want his nails longer than mine. Icky.
You know what? I swear to God, we just took a tour boat around the Asiatic. What I can't even talk. We just went around the world for you to say it was icky. Really? He's transitioning. What you got? Any other?
Well, I'm
any
trying
other
to think, keep an
situation?
open mind, be open. It didn't say what guy he was. It just says he has.
Well,
Is he he? You know what I mean? We don't know.
He's not going to be my he for long if
No.
he's got really long fingernails.
Especially
I don't
if
care
they're
if he's
polished.
transitioning or not.
What if they were
Jesus.
polished?
Oh, my
French
God.
manicure.
Oh, God.
Okay. He always wears ripped basketball shorts and a t-shirt that never matches. Like
Oh God!
when he works
Let me just
out?
tell you. Wait.
or
Let
on
me
a
just say to you.
date.
Do you hear, Susan? She wants to know exactly. Like if you're gardening, mowing the yard, it's okay. Susan, the
That's
fashion
okay
queen.
then.
Yeah, that's okay. But if you are, if you're taking her out for dinner, you're toast. You've been kicked. Look at she's making a face. You're kicked to the street. I mean, you are done if you show up in that. If he, but the operative
First of
word
all,
here
I'm not
is
a basketball shorts kind of girl.
he always wears basketball shorts. So that tells me. It's
Let's
an
go
ick.
shopping.
Like you needed an excuse.
I
That's
want to
an
help
ick.
him. Yeah, that's icky.
That's icky.
It's
All
icky.
right.
All right. Where are we?
He over explains a joke every time you don't laugh.
It's pathetic.
It's pathetic, but it's picky.
But you know what? It is picky because I sit through them and I make myself laugh and I want to kill myself sometimes. It's like,
No,
wrong
but he's
choice
over
of words,
explaining a
but-
joke. Like, you know what? I've known people who do that. And it's like, I got it.
I got it the first time.
I
It
got
just wasn't funny.
I got it. All right,
Please
go
don't
ahead.
repeat it.
Really?
He posts really sad lyrics, but refuses to talk about his feelings when asked.
Well, to me, that's
a
icky.
cry for help.
That's a cry for help. That might be a deal breaker on the relationship. I mean, if he can't talk about his feelings, that doesn't bode
most
well.
men don't really open up that easily. But if
Well.
you're going to post sad lyrics, that's cry for help.
I think he needs Prozac. All right.
Or a therapist.
He or all of the above. He refuses to try new foods.
Oh, God.
For me, that's an ick. I dated a guy. I'll tell you, the guy I'm talking about. I dated him for like 10 months. The whole thing was icky. But he ate the same thing for lunch every day and the same thing for breakfast. It's like OCD. And I would say to him, how about,
try this. Yeah.
Yeah,
A croissant. A
no, but
bagel.
you know what? When he refused, that to me was, what do I want to say? It spoke more about who
Stuck
he was
in
as
his
a person.
ways, yeah.
In other words,
Yeah.
it had broader implications than just
quite
didn't want to try new
possibly.
foods.
Yeah. He still uses Snapchat. So what?
Who cares?
I never even knew what that was. My kids, if I want to see anything, I got to look on Snapchat. What I don't like is it disappears. You post it for a minute, I go back to show somebody, my granddaughter.
It's like your
gone.
stories on Instagram, Susan. They're there for 24 hours and then they're gone.
I learned.
Learn your social media
Well,
tricks.
my kids know now. If you're going to do that shit, take a copy and send me my own. If it's about my grandchildren, I want the picture. Don't make me look on Snapchat. It's a whole nother thing I got to do.
Can I just tell you, I don't know anyone who uses Snapchat except your children. I really don't.
There's
no one.
100 million people that use it.
Oh, I'm sure there are. I just don't know that many people. I don't know.
All the young ones in Bachelor World.
They do?
Oh, yeah, because I remember taking posing for pictures.
I thought
with
they used TikTok.
Bachelor Nation. No, because Snapchat, they do. They could share it, but only for a minute, or you can save it to a story. And I go, oh, you're using Snapchat? Something about the camera. You got to ask a young one, but a lot of them do still use it.
Wow. All right.
All right.
He asks you to do everything because you do it better. He's a lazy boy.
Cop out.
Yeah.
You're
an
right. I
excuse.
do it better, but I'm not doing it this
That's
time.
right. That is icky.
Yeah, that's it.
That's lazy.
Yeah. He takes forever to respond to text messages, but responds to you ASAP on Instagram. Problem.
Why?
I know. And my question exactly, why?
No,
'Cause
why
you
is it a
live
problem?
on Instagram?
Yeah.
How could you not see a text message?
Maybe he's
yet?
an influencer. Miss giving them benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's an
No,
influencer.
So what? You'd still get a text. He'll respond to you on Instagram, but he won't respond
because
on
he's
a text.
probably on Instagram. Maybe he's an
But your
influencer.
phone,
Maybe
that's your phone. The phone is still in your hand.
Could be an iPad. It could be anything. Maybe he's got his messages silenced. How's it feel taking the trip around the world to answer a simple question? You enjoying it? How's it working for you?
Look, don't make me wait for a response for my text message because that's the only way I talk to people. I don't really answer the phone much.
No. Let me just tell you, Susan, especially if she's dating someone, the guy that the dots are still blinking as he's texting and she's already writing back. She's already writing back. You don't have to wait long for Susan. Am I right? Am I right?
Yes, but if I'm in a situation where I can't respond, here's the bad part.
Yeah.
I want to, and then I forget. And then I'm accused of just ignoring. I go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It was 2 days ago. I never responded. Yeah, I do that too.
So do you check your text message?
There's
I can't
so
say
many.
that.
There's so many. Yes, I tried
Text
to.
messages?
Yes.
Not Instagram messages. Text. You get a lot of texts?
All day, every day.
From whom? Tell me.
Oh my God! So I'm on a couple groups from the new show that's coming.
Oh
in
yeah,
April.
and you're on a family chat.
And then my family, and then my girlfriends. How many times do we text a day, Kath? Mm-hmm. I got Nancy. I got my cousin. I got Lottie. I got girlfriends, guy friends.
Can I just
the
tell
other
you?
day, I must have had 600 because it was my birthday. Unbelievable. And
When
you got to
you
respond.
When you text your family, your children, do they respond right away?
Yes. Except for Nick. Nick
My
takes a minute.
my kids don't. But you know what?
Brittany and Chris do, yeah.
Right away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, no.
And if Chris, he'll do it for work. And if you don't respond to Chris right away, yo, ma.
Yo, ma.
Yo, ma. Did you even read it? Like Christopher.
Yeah, I have. So I don't know if you have this, but I have emergency phones with my two of my kids that live here. So if I call them, even if they're like in a meeting, it'll ring. Even if their phone is silenced, that's what an emergency contact is. And so they both looked at me and said, "Don't abuse it." I just am itching sometimes. I've never done it. Actually, you know what's? No, wait. Let me tell you why this happened. Unless I sound ridiculous.
Yeah, because I'm waiting.
I broke my leg a couple of years
ago.
And
they wouldn't answer.
Neither one answered. I had to call 911 because I could not get up. It was awful. My leg was turned funny. I couldn't get up off the floor. I had to call 911, which was very traumatic for me because I don't like ambulances and sirens. And so my kids, after that, they called. Actually, no, that was when I broke my wrist. I take it back, not my leg, my wrist, and I couldn't drive because my hand was turned I had to have surgery.
Was it your right hand?
Yes, and so. It was bad, but they felt so badly that now they put me on this emergency thing. So, they'll answer now if I call.
Is it time that we have to wear the thing around our neck? Life alert.
Oh God. Oh no.
If I go down, I want to go down and stay down.
Me, I've fallen.
What if that happened and I couldn't get up or something and my cell phone's not near me?
I'm telling you, it's why I tell Nancy all the time. Our dear friend Nancy.
I don't think Nancy pays attention to her phone too much because when we call, she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." I mean, she's so sweet about it. She didn't hear it or she didn't see it. Like, at least she has a life.
Good for her, though. She's not married to her phone. She's not married to her phone.
That's right.
Oh
man, Kat. Well, this was
I don't know.
fun. What do you think?
This was a barrel of laughs. And
so let's talk about your hair for a second before we go.
Okay.
So, Kathy.
Yeah.
Spring is in the air. Yeah. And I think you're thinking of a new look.
I just feel like my hair, I feel like I look like the Dutch boy paint can. My hair's straight and it's brown. All I need is bangs to finish off the look.
Well, I said a curtain bang would change it up a little bit, get some movement in it. But you're thinking about changing the color, I think.
I just feel like my hair is so dark. This is just slightly darker than my original color. Than my natural color.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
And so I just thought, I never want to be a blonde. I've never wanted to be a blonde, but I'm just thinking like a lighter might not make me look, because my skin's so pale. I feel like it's such a stark.
That's what's so
think?
striking about dark hair and pale skin. They say blondes have more fun. I'd like you to try and let me know.
Well, what about half blondes? Does that mean I'd have half as much fun?
I don't know.
Seriously, I would love it. People write in. Should I lighten my hair? Like not helmet blonde, like not platinum blonde, but just like chunks of blonde, so I could look like
much lighter. Much lighter,
yeah.
With some a lot of highlights.
And then, what do you think? Should I do it? Susan? What do you think?
I want to know what the people think. I really do.
But you're a hairdresser.
I know what I think, but it takes what I'm trying to explain to Kathy. It doesn't happen overnight. So you're going to go through phases that you're not going to like. And I know you. Patience is not one of the things that either one of us are good at. Yeah. And you're going to go, oh my God, no, I don't like this, blah, 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 and destroy and bring it right back. But you have to get through. It's a little bit. Does this mean
I have to move? Wait, does this mean I get to move to Philly?
You're going to have to live here.
My husband loved blondes. I was the first. If he were sitting here right now, he would tell me to go blonde. I promise. He would. Men love blondes.
Well, we'll try it.
Well, my husband's not here anymore, so we're not doing it for him.
We're doing it for you, Kathy,
all right,
for you.
This was so much fun.
I will do it in one condition.
What?
You don't give up midway.
Oh,
you got to give it 3 months.
Oh, I'm going to be married in 3 months.
Well, for you get a touch up every 3 weeks. So 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah.
3 months? I don't know. I can't afford it. All right. We'll seriously, people, if you have an opinion,
we'll talk about it. Yeah. Stay
we'll talk
tuned, but
more.
we want to know what you guys think. So please, if I'm going to do all this work, I want your input before I do it.
And
if she starts reading,
by the way,
don't do it, Kat. Don't do it, Kat. She's going to go, no.
Wait, also, you may send donations to pay Susan to do all this to bachelornation.com because I can't afford it. All right. Let's go here. Time to go.
I guess that's it for today. What do you think, Kat?
Well, I hope people are still going to follow us on Bachelor Happy Hour. So make sure you follow us because we do have all those new episodes coming out every week. And if you're a new listener, please weigh in on my hair and keep listening.
And welcome aboard and submit some questions to us. Everybody, keep them coming because you can go to bachelornation.com/golden hour or just DM us on Instagram at Bachelor Happy Hour. We're here to listen. We're here to talk about it.
And we love hearing from you guys. We're here
disagree and agree. And we want your input.
And we want to figure out about my hair.
Yeah,
but until we figure out my hair, listen to Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you listen to podcasts. Till next time, have a great day.
And if she looks good blonde, I might consider it next. Thanks for joining us.